All right, welcome back to TEW Impact. The end of 2022. This one's going to be a really short video because I'm just going to go over the award categories for the best of 2022 for you, the people, to vote on. Uh, like I mentioned, the last episode of Impact for 2022, I'm going to weave the awards results into the booking. I have a poll set up. Um, it's set to go the first or the not the first, the 17th of January at the stroke of midnight. So hopefully by the time I get this video up, it should be posted. If not, but I'm going to let the poll run for a week. So we have the 17th through the 24th, 23rd, 23rd. The end of the day, 23rd. Wednesday through Tuesday. The link will be in the description for this video. Hopefully everything works as planned because I am using a free website. So no guarantees, but hopefully this is my first time doing anything like this before. Hopefully it works out. But let me just go through the categories. A lot of these are pretty self-explanatory. So we have Male Wrestler of the Year, Knockout of the Year, Tag Team of the Year for the men, Tag Team of the Year for the females. Um, Return of the Year. So these are people that have come back to Impact. Newcomer of the Year are just new people that have never been here before, that have now made their way and debuted to Impact. Whereas Return is, returns. um, Group of the Year, Moment of the Year, Couple of the Year, Manager slash Mentor of the Year, Swerve of the Year, Inspirational Story of the Year. So a lot of these are like angle based moments that you can vote on. The next big thing for 2023. So who do you think will have next year will be their year? Event of the year and match of the year. I will go over event of the year for a little bit. Because I original match of the year is going to be based on the highest rated matches of the year. Event of the year, I decided to do the highest rated pay-per-views because if I had just done highest rated shows, it would just be a bunch of random impacts and like maybe two pay-per-views. Um, so I just decided to do um pay-per-views for event of the year. And more. I am kind of doing this as a little survey. I just have a couple questions. I think I set them as optional, whereas what you would like to see in the future, whether um like I think I really only had if you are cool with me doing a format change for Impact or the possibility of seeing something else entirely different. So um event of the year, I did do a list. There won't be any descriptions on the poll itself, so I did do a list of the actual events to jog people's memories. Because I know, this is a year in game and 2 years of real life videos, so a lot of these are probably distant memories. But for event of the year, um, these were the top five rated pay-per-views of the year. Under Siege for May. The key moments were the Machine Guns over the Good Brothers to win the tag titles, and then Swerve over Steve Macklin to win the X title. Slammiversary from June. So the key moments for that would be Wolves versus Guns for Ultimate X for the titles, the tag titles. Samoa or Josh Alexander versus Samoa Joe for the world title. The return of Jeff Jarrett. Lethal Lockdown for Control of Impact. Final Resolution, the show that we just had. um, made its way up there. So key moments would be Christian Cage versus Josh Alexander 3 for the world title. Heath and Rhino winning the tag titles from the Machine Guns, and the end of the World X Cup. Rebellion from April. Key moments of that would be Josh Alexander versus Jonathan Gresham for the world title, the debut of Zhao Zia, Steve Macklin defeating Shark Boy to win the X title, and then against all odds from July. Key moments from that show being Josh Alexander versus Michael Bennett for the world title, Swerve versus Mance Warner for the X title, the debut of Viper, and Lance Archer versus PCO. So, um, that's really it. Like I said, a lot of the categories are pretty self-explanatory. So once you get into the poll, just select one. I do have write-in options, or at least I should have write-in options for anything. So if I did forget anything, if there's anything that you remember for whatever reason that stood out and I did not include it for that particular category, you can do a write-in vote. Um, but I think I got everything, at least everything really necessary, unless like, someone out there is like a big Brandy Lauren fan that I haven't used since the beginning of the year, then you know, whatever. But like I said, the link will be in the description. Voting will go from the 17th to the 23rd. So, stroke of midnight 17th to the end of the day 23rd. So a full week. And then hopefully soon after that, I will have the last episode of Impact done, booked, and get a video out. And then I don't know if I'm gonna do like end of the year stuff separately or in that video. I haven't decided yet. But after 2022, whatever I do for 2023 will likely be somewhat truncated. And again, that's something I mentioned in the poll itself. So, uh, yeah, this is mostly just kind of want to see like who out there still pays attention. I know I only really get like, an average of like 20 to 30 views per video outside of the rare um boosts for random shows, but this is kind of like a thank you one to, for anyone who stuck it out over these last couple years. Um Anyone who bothers to give a shit at this point. Um, but also to for me to gauge, who out there still does give a shit for myself and going forward, whether I, continue this or do something different or just, give up completely. I've been known to do that. So but yeah, go vote if you want. If not, no big deal. This is just a fun thing to do to end out what's been a weird 2022 slash 2023. Like I said, it's taken 2 years of real time to get this far. So, yeah, I'll shut up now. Go vote. Vote's in the description. And thanks a lot.